Hey everybody. It's pretty windy out, so I'm not sure the audio is going to be usable. I've got the dead cat, little mini dead kitten on the plug-in mic, but we'll see. We'll see. So it is Wednesday. I'm on the second day of my third 3-day fast in as many weeks. The plan is I do them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I stop eating, late in the day on Monday, and I start again pretty early in the day, like pretty much immediately on Friday. I record a little snippet each day, although I forgot yesterday. And I just remembered here toward the end of the day today. So I weighed in, let's see if I can get the exact figures, at 221.6, was it? And that was on the first day, and then the second day, today, I had lost almost 3 pounds. I was 218.8, I think. But here's a 3-week view, or actually it's a 1-month view, but you can see the pattern here. I start at a high point, I fast for 3 days, lose weight, and I gain almost all of it back. Not all of it, but almost all of it. And then next week comes around and I fast for 3 days again, and I get a little bit below where I did the week before. Now, I've only been through 2 full cycles so far, so I can't say this pattern's going to continue indefinitely, but that's the aim. My goal is 220. And when it comes to fasting, I mean, it's a bodily process. Bodily processes, it involves other bodily processes, so I'm going to talk about poop. One problem I've had fasting in the past is that as soon as I stop eating, I stop pooping, although my bowels are not empty. So the previous 2 weeks, every day of the fast, I've taken a big tablespoon of psyllium husks. And a tablespoonful of dry psyllium husks in the mouth is an uncomfortable thing, but I wash it down with water as quick as possible. And, that was to hopefully, all the fiber there just to keep me going. It didn't work. As soon as I stop eating, stop pooping, and I don't start pooping again until I start eating again. And I've noticed this on previous fasts. So this week, I'm doing something a little bit different. I know coffee is cheating. In weeks past, I was just doing, I forget exactly what artificial sweetener I use. Stevia, I think, which I know is plant-based, so not technically artificial, but it's not sugar. That's my point. I was drinking coffee with that sweetener and just a little bit of a dry powder creamer. It's less than 10 calories. It's basically nothing. It doesn't knock me out of my fasting state. But this week I decided to go ahead and put my usual heavy cream into the coffee. So one teaspoon of heavy cream is 50 calories, and I've had 3 over the course of the day. So that's 150 calories. It's next to nothing compared to the couple thousand calories that I ingest on a normal day. But I did poop today. So my body interprets that 150 calories of fat and protein as enough food to justify keeping the bowels open for business, as it were. So, there we are. All right, day 3. This is the final day. I break the fast tomorrow morning. I don't have the exact numbers committed to memory, but I lost about 4 pounds yesterday, which is really unusual on the second day of the fast. Usually, the first day is the most weight loss. Second day, maybe 2/3 of that or half of that, and then the third day, like 1/3 of what happened on the first day. So I mentioned yesterday that instead of 0 calorie, I was actually putting some heavy cream in my coffee, and I probably got about 150 calories worth of heavy cream yesterday, and that's all fat and protein. And back in 2017, I got on the ketogenic diet for a bit, and I noticed that the first week on keto, I lost, 10 pounds? I mean, I lost a lot of weight on the first week. I lost weight faster on the ketogenic diet, eating, than I do fasting. And so I was wondering, well, did I get on the ketogenic diet? Am I in ketosis now? Have I triggered this initial ketogenic flush weight loss. Well, if you're ever on the ketogenic diet, the key piece of advice to always remember is on keto, never trust a fart. And there have been no calamities today, no emergencies, but yesterday I was happy to have pooped. Today, okay, it's maybe gone a little too far. So, and fortunately, I'm out of heavy cream. I won't be going to the store to get any today because it's raining. But I'm losing a lot of weight. I don't know though if I really want to do the keto initial flush every week. I just don't know. I don't know what to make of this. I'm going to take a little time to process. But I guess that's all that needs to be said for now. Keep this one pretty short. Talk to you tomorrow, or from your perspective in just a second. Actually, I do have one more thing that I want to mention. I'm drinking the snake juice. Snake juice is potassium chloride, Himalayan sea salt, and baking powder. And I put in some lemon juice concentrate as well. And normally on a fast, I'm fine with it. And on this fast, it's just entirely too salty for my liking. And I put in the same amount of sea salt as normal. So I find myself cutting the snake juice with 40% water. Something about the salt is unpalatable to me. And snake juice is saltier than Gatorade. I sometimes wonder if it's too much salt. So, but in the past, it's been agreeable. I've been fine with it. And on this fast, I'm just not liking all that salt. So, I'm not taking in as much as I'm supposed to. All right. Well, I'm very conscious of my missing teeth right now. And I know Rose will be as well when she watches this. I should have my camera angle down here so they're not as obvious. But then you get to see all this good stuff, which is why I'm fasting in the first place, right? All right. Anyway, more tomorrow. Hey, everybody. So, it's Friday morning. I've had 3 cups of coffee with heavy cream, and I'm not hungry. Yesterday, I wasn't hungry either, but I was really looking forward to eating. What I was looking forward to was the meals that I'd get at the drop-in center, but I was also looking forward to that Friday morning cup of yogurt, and I don't even feel like eating it right now. My weight, I think, was 211.4, something like that. It's up on screen. You can read it. Anyway, I think part of the reason why I just don't feel like eating is a Rising Radar by Emily, I'm not sure how to say her last name, Jasinski. Here's a screenshot. I wrote something about it on Patreon, for Patreon, and it's publicly available. So there'll be a link in the description to that. Click on it, read that, comment, join the conversation. But on the topic of this cyclical fasting, I suppose it's still intermittent fasting. It's just, 3 days a week. Seems to be working. The addition of the heavy cream to be more of a keto transition than just straight up fasting seems to aid and accelerate the weight loss. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to keep it going. And it's raining today. I sure don't feel like walking down to the drop-in center, particularly with my rain shell is now completely given up. It keeps a light rain off of me for a short time, but if it's raining seriously and I'm, caught out in it, the rain shell doesn't matter. I'm still going to get soaked. But, that's where the food is. So I might end up borrowing a car to go get some today, but I'm not going to include all that in this week's fasting video. Do follow the link in the description. Go to my Patreon. Again, this is a public post. You don't have to be subscribed via Patreon. You don't have to be a patron in order to access it and interact with it. But that's where my head's at today, not really on the whole fasting thing. My cat, however, has a definite agenda. She would like a treat, so I'll probably oblige her. All right, I'll do this again next week. Talk to you then.